friends, classmates, New Mexicans, lend me your ears. I, Chad Patterson, I'm doing so good today that if I were any better, there would be two of me. How are you doing? It's a serious question. I want you to think about that right now. I want you to look inside yourself and ask yourself, are you satisfied with the life that you're living? What do you believe? Who do you believe in? What do you believe? Where do you want to be next week, tomorrow, in a year from now? Obviously, you're in this class because you have ambition. You're looking to improve yourself, and that is the first step. I mean, I'm here to help you. I'm here to accept the award for the greatest human being who ever lived. Like you, I'm a New Mexican raised in a small town. My parents who did the best they knew how. Like you, I wrestled with the fears common to all humanity. Will I make enough money? Will I have somebody that loves me? Am I going to be good enough? I'm here to tell you, I am good enough, and so are you. I'm smart enough, and so are you. And doggone it, people like me, and they like you too. I'm astoundingly unique, just like you. Although 99.9% of our DNA is in common, is the same. The 0.1% of our DNA that makes us who we are physically in the world represents millions of locations on the human genome. Each one of those has an either or. It can be this, it can be that. Some places, some points in the genome, they're up to 3 locations. So the uniqueness that you and I share is just astounding. Never mind how infinitely improbable it is that we should exist anyway on a rock flying through space at a million miles a minute. That's the fastest speed there. That's the fastest speed there is. I make a difference in people's lives in ways I don't even realize, just like you. I've gone through life just like you. I've been a teacher. I've had friends. I've had relatives. I've had teammates. I've had classmates. And the times when they come up to me, the things they remember I said to them, there's stuff I've forgotten. I didn't remember. It wasn't the big stuff. It wasn't like the big events. It was some little thing that I have to mention to them along the way that made their day, made them smile, or that they remembered that made them a little wiser. And you do the same thing every day. So accept it, own it, live it, be like me, the greatest human being who ever lived. I have the kingdom of God within me, according to perhaps the wisest man that ever lived. I throw the perhaps in to make sure everybody's happy, but you know. Second, I am smart enough, just like you. The ancient people generations ago, just like 2 generations ago, would be astounded by your current level of scientific knowledge. The ancient people of the world would be astounded at what you do daily on a routine basis. You don't even think about. Think about what it takes to operate a cell phone. Think about what it takes to operate a car. What it takes to operate this laptop that we just do automatically without even thinking about it. We just astound people from previous generations. According to the Flynn effect, which is from psychology class, and according to like testing that's done in large populations, including like military training and so on, the average IQ of the world's population increases by about 3 points every decade. Now, before you get overconfident, whippersnappers, be grateful because that's because of the people that came before us. We have more books, we have more technology, we have more access to knowledge than we ever have before because of the people that came before us. So if we have seen farther than others, it's because we stand on the shoulders of giants. And last but not least, people like me, just like they like you. Your parents love you more than the world, more than life itself, whether they show it or not. And if you're not a parent yet, one day you will understand. Someone somewhere is in love with you and can't tell you. Believe it or not, there's somebody for everyone. So people do like you. I could go on and on about myself. I'm so vain. Carly Simon wrote a song about me. And if you're under 40, you'll have to Google Carly Simon to find out about that. Uh, I could go on about myself for hours, but brevity is the soul of wit, so I must come to a conclusion. But in conclusion, you are good enough, you are smart enough, and doggone it, people like you. So take the first step towards your best self. Be great. Seek and fulfill your destiny, and humanity will gravitate to you as waves gravitate to the moon. How long will you make the world wait before you accept your own greatness and share in my award for being the greatest human being who ever lived?